Hi, everybody. It's the Barbara Gaines Show.
Hi, everybody.
With Dave and Mary and no Barbara. We're filling in for, I'm filling in for Barbara Gaines today.
Tell people where Barbara is and what she's doing today.
Can we tell people where? Walter, can we tell people where Barbara is? Barbara is producing another show uptown for her temple, for her rabbi.
The rabbi is,
retiring?
I think, retiring.
Yeah.
And Barbara has, for the last 3 or 4 months, been hard at work producing this gala to say farewell and thank you for everything to their rabbi.
Right, booking
so that's where she
and
is right
producing, now. And she shot a video, and she edited a video, and she's a
lined up the guests.
Multi-talented Barbara.
Yeah, so she won't be here today.
Yeah.
But filling in for Barbara today, we have Indiana Fever basketball star Caitlin Clark.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
How do you like how things are going in the WNBA?
I like it. I'm getting accustomed to the faster style of play.
Well, I want to tell you something. I've seen some clips of Caitlin being hammered.
Yeah.
I mean, body slammed, hip checked. Knocked around, clotheslined. It's fascinating because Caitlin Clark or any person in that position, the last thing you want to do is react or overreact or start whining and behaving like a baby. But I'm telling you, I've seen this woman just get airmailed to the hardwood. It's just like bang, zoom. And so you can't go crying to somebody because that will only intensify your role as a target. I don't know, intrigue from the world of women's basketball.
And then if you're the woman like fouling her, you're also kind of then like paid to, then you're the bad guy, right? You don't want that either.
That's right. But it seems to be more than just one player on one team.
They're all ganging up on her.
It seems like it may be epidemic. Now, I've not seen enough to understand maybe that's just the level of play. But it's like roller derby. And I know there was talk that Caitlin Clark would eschew basketball and go right to the roller derby.
That's where you get the big endorsements.
That's where your money
roller
is.
Derby.
Yeah, Nike, roller skates and stuff.
Sometimes women are just vicious to other women.
Is that a fact?
Oh, yeah.
Even more so than males?
I don't want to betray my gender here, but yes. Yeah, they can be pretty non-supportive, let's just say.
I thought there was a code of behavior among professional athletes, irrespective of gender, that we play hard, but we're all in the same family.
But this is guys too, right? Aren't there like storied rivalries with like male athletes? So in that way, maybe this is all good for feminism.
But I think there are sports where you don't expect this level of physicality.
Right.
Like hockey, you do expect it. Hockey and football, certainly you expect it. Basketball, you don't necessarily.
There's a lot of bumping, isn't there, in basketball?
Yes, bumping, but this all seems to be message-laden, purposeful, really belts to the dink like that. That's the sound. If you're ever courtside, dink, someone's been leveled. Dink.
You were courtside at a Pacers game earlier.
Yeah, I went to one Pacers game.
Would you go to a WNBA game? Would you go see the
Fever? I'm fascinated by...
Wait, is it the Fever? No, the Indianapolis.
It is the Fever.
Yeah.
Originally, they were going to be the Fivers, and they got the jersey back, and it had been a typo. So they said, all right, well, we can't afford new jerseys. We're the Fever. And because if you've ever been to Indiana, you go home with a fever. I'm fascinated by Caitlin Clark, though, because we sort of, everybody got to know her, whether you cared about her or not, and then you realize, oh my gosh, this is something interesting. And now it's taken, to me, an unexpected turn. I had no idea that she would just have the crap knocked out of her. But we'll see. So anyway, we're trying to get her on the show here, the Barbara Gaines Show. Speaking of all things Indiana. You and I were in Indianapolis a couple of weeks ago.
For another big
Indianapolis 500,
event.
Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan, and Pietro Fittipaldi, Christian Lundgaard, Graham Rahal, and Takuma Sato were our 4 drivers in the Indianapolis 500. And, weather is a factor in motorsports. And they had, was it a 2 or a 3 day rain delay?
It seemed like
we got there at 1 a.m. They were going to start the race in the middle of the night, hoping to outrun the rain. And we left, in fact, we're still there.
Yeah.
We're still there. But what a race, and what a race.
Stopped for the rain, delayed it for like 2 hours, right?
Yeah, it takes 80 minutes to dry the track.
They got these big trucks out with big like fans on the back of them.
Jet dryers and squeegees and I don't know what. And then it turned out to be a pretty nice day.
Yeah.
And I had, I'll tell you. Yeah, well.
What?
But I can't complain because we won the dang thing.
When?
4 years ago, 2020.
Yeah.
So a lot of people go a lifetime without
You've won
winning.
2 of them.
That's right, we have won 2. One with Buddy Rice, the San Francisco Treat, and the other one with Takuma Sato in 2020.
Yeah.
And I've spoken to that one before. You were at that one as well.
I was at that one, yeah.
It was so quiet because there was nobody there.
It was the COVID race. It was 2020.
The big COVID race, yes, a race to beat COVID. And there was nobody there, but they ran the race. The race was fantastic, exciting, but nobody there. It was like, and it took place in August. Yeah. Typically the race is Memorial Day in May. This was in August, and it was sort of like, whatever you do, don't tell anybody about the race.
And normally there's like 500,000 people
it's
there.
crazy. Yeah, the permanent seating for like 300,000 people.
Yeah.
There were, at my count, there were 18 of us at the race.
Yeah.
And there was something, it was bizarre, but something very pleasant about the experience overall. Now, if we had not won that race, I'm not sure I could be saying it like that, but we did win the race, and that only added to the peculiar nature of the outing.
And then what I don't think I knew, maybe I knew this at the race over the last Memorial Day weekend, there's like a full concert going on during the
in the third turn. Yeah,
in the middle of the big racetrack, there's like a golf course and music, a stage, and like you can,
Yeah, during the race. It used to be in turn 1, it was the snake pit. So named because people would just drive right in there, and they'd come in like weeks beforehand and set up little villages, and they would start drinking, and barbaric behavior would take place, and many people were killed and arrested and dragged out. And for reasons beyond me, the Speedway, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, decided to move all of that to the third turn.
Not get rid of it, just move it over.
That's right, move it to the third turn. I guess every turn gets its turn as the snake pit. And now they have big concerts, and they have thrill shows.
Yeah, and there's like a rave, like it's
it's a rave. Yeah.
Some sort of like club music
in the middle of the race
during this race. And I saw a lot of kids coming in with like their coolers and
Yep. So, but it turned out it was a very successful event. People say that the race was thrilling, and if you really want to do something, they ought to sell tickets to the last 50 laps, so you don't have to mess around for 150 laps. The last 50 laps, then you got a race. The rest of it is an endurance event.
Here's a picture of Dave and Graham Rahal. This is just before the race. This kid is about to go into a race car and drive like 200 miles an hour, and he's just chatting. He's just
that's right.
Chatting.
Get into the car.
Yeah.
They strap in, and it's all about concentration and very little else. You have to, once your concentration is broken, you're in trouble if you're going 240 miles an hour.
This is a flyover. You can just see the pictures.
The flyover was fantastic.
Of the little, what was it, the
F-16s. Oh my God!
Check that one.
It brought a tear. It
voluntarily. It really does.
Yeah.
It makes your heart swell a little bit, and I don't even really have a heart. And every year that thing gets me.
Is it true that they urinate in their suits?
Walter, you just took a lovely moment and you ruined it.
That's about as coarse a thing as I've ever heard in my life.
Put it delicately.
What a barbaric thing to have. Oh, I have some video. And I recorded this to show my family. This is exactly. I like to be on the starting grid for the beginning of the race, because when they turn those things on,
it's pretty cool.
The trembling of the asphalt comes right up through your central nervous system. That's right. She's for maybe the first time in her life on this show, she's exactly right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But here now, I'll show you what you experience from the pits. This will be the first lap of the 108th running of the Indianapolis
You have the whole
500.
thing on video? And then 200 more times.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. One of 200. Yeah. Well, I think this has been a pretty good show, Mary. I think you did a nice job.
I think this is like I would say this is like a sports roundup kind of show with Caitlin Clark, the race.
Well, you look so much like Caitlin Clark. You could be
You
her
think?
doppelganger.
Or mother.
Excuse me.
Let's be honest.
Oh, God, pardon me.
You done?
Oh, I don't know what this is going to be, but... so anyway, Barbara, feel better and come back soon.
We'll see you soon, Barbara.
Yeah.
Enjoy your show.
Have a good summer. Good night.
Oh,
hit the thing
like
and
and
kick the button.
subscribe and
Yeah, like
leave
and
a
subscribe.
comment.
Yeah, and tell your friends. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends to subscribe.
And next month, giving away a Corvette.
And check us out on Instagram.
Yes.
And there might be some photos.
Might be some photos on Instagram. And next month, giving away a Corvette. It's always, it gives one pause for thought, doesn't it?
Thought that it was great.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.